What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioWest 3 Raw TV. Well, today we have another Olympian in the news getting caught for doping. Different kind of doping, though, right? Not like, Shelby, who had been caught for doping because she ate a taco or a burrito off the back of a food truck. A little bit different. This one, I think, let's just get into it real quick. So, American track star Sha'Carri, sorry, because they pronounce her name like they've written it 20 different ways. This is another way. Sha'Carri Richardson, who had her ticket to the Tokyo Games withdrawn after winning the women's 100-meter last month, has suspended the Olympic team after testing positive for the chemical THC in marijuana, her lawyer said. Hang on, just hang on a second. U.S. Olympic source told NBC News that Richardson failed the drug test after winning the Olympic track and field trials in Eugene, Oregon on June 19th. Richardson, 21 years old, is now banned from competing in the 100-meter, but is likely to compete in another event. THC has been banned during competition, according to the World Anti-Doping Agency. It's not clear if it will appeal, if she's going to appeal the drug results or not. The test results, excuse me. Richardson said on Thursday, I'm a human. Like, that was her she put it on Twitter, and I'm like, anyways, hang on, right? She might have been high when she did that post, to be totally honest with you. She ran the 100 meters in 10.86 seconds, one of her 5 runs under 11 seconds in the season, raising hopes that the United States might win its first gold medal in the women's sprint since Jill Davers in 1996. Richardson also gained attention when she ran into the stands after the race and hugged her grandmother, Betty Harp. During a post-race interview with NBC, Richardson revealed that her biological mother had passed away the previous week. The Dallas, I don't know why that's in it. The whole story is about her testing positive for a drug. I don't know why they have to talk about her grandmother, her mother. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. I think they're trying to build like a kind of a narrative and build a story to get people kind of emotionally involved or emotionally attached to be like, oh, well, you know what? Her mother died before the trials and her grandmother's going to watch her. Maybe we should just let her do it. I can see it already, the way that this thing is being formed, but it is what it is. Whatever. This was put out by NBC, right? Now, hang on a second. I've seen a lot of people pissed off. A lot of people saying stuff like, dude, it's fucking marijuana. It's weed. Why the fuck? Like, everybody does weed. Everybody, first of all, not everybody does weed. Not everybody smokes weed. But they're like, it's not a big deal. Like, it's just her personal choice. She does it on her own time. I get it, and I agree with all those statements. I am a huge promoter of cannabis. I think it can be an absolute fucking miracle for some people. I know more people that use cannabis for medical reasons than actually don't use it for medical reasons at this point, which is kind of interesting because back in the day it was opposite, right? So I'm a big promoter and, big supporter of cannabis in general for anybody. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care if it's her or someone else. Myself, I use medical cannabis. I have for the last 6 years. So I am 100% on board with the fact that cannabis should be 100% legal. And truly, to be honest with you, I don't think it should be a drug that the World Anti-Doping Agency should have on their fucking list. Now, I'm going to kind of delve into a little bit why. They have things like Benadryl on the list. I remember I had one friend who, she was a top-level powerlifter. And I mean, she has so many world titles that she's like the Michael Jordan of natural powerlifting, right? Her name is Susie Gary. And I remember that they actually came to test her. They would actually come throughout the year, this federation, randomly to the gym and just walk in with like 2 individuals in suits and a clipboard and a cup. They would take her right in the bathroom and get a sample. They did that randomly throughout the year. And she had to kind of fess up. She was like, well, I took Benadryl. And they were like, okay. And they wrote it down the thing. I'm like, why did you have to tell them you took Benadryl? Like, well, because it's on the doping thing. And you can't take it so many weeks or so many days before a competition, but I'm this far out, so I can do it. I just have to, disclose that I took this. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, Benadryl? Listen, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you've ever tried Benadryl for any kind of allergies or anything like that, it will knock you on your ass and put you to sleep. Not only are you not going to lift more weight in a powerlifting meet, but there's no fucking way you're going to be a better sprinter sprinting harder from fucking Benadryl. Period. Anyways, it is what it is. So, cannabis. Cannabis should not be a performance-enhancing drug. Now, it may help you get to sleep. So does a cup of warm milk. Is that a fucking performance-enhancing drug? No. So is GABA. Is GABA performance-enhancing? No. So there's a lot of things that I think are on that list that shouldn't be on that list. Matter of fact, I'll be honest with you, Sha'Carri's competition should pray to fucking God that she's smoking so much fucking weed that she's even smoking weed right before she goes to run. Because when you smoke weed, everybody knows that shit slows you fucking down. At the very least, if it's a sativa strain and it gives you energy and focus, it throws your balance and your depth perception off. So either way, she's fucked if she's smoking weed before the thing. So they should hope, because she's smoking everybody in under 11 seconds, like, they should hope that she should be smoking weed all the fucking time and be like, hey, Olympic committee, don't fucking ban her. Let her fucking run. Let her smoke weed. We'll give her some more weed. We'll get a couple stronger strains and knock her the fuck out. They should be hoping that rather than fucking trying to get her busted for it, but they just don't want her to compete because she's so good. Fine. Whatever. Now, here is the flip side of the coin. Every coin has two sides, the heads and the tails, right? So let's flip that coin and look at the other side. Yes, I don't think that marijuana should be on that list. No, I don't think that marijuana is a performance-enhancing drug for especially things like this where you have to concentrate and run faster. Like, there's a lot more goes into this than taking a little hit of a joint and you're like, oh my God, I can run fat better. But the flip side of that is Sha'Carri, her coaches, everybody else knew the rules. And they chose to participate in an organization that has those rules. Therefore, you made the conscious choice to go out there and take part in something and not follow the rules. I understand your mom died and I get all this stuff, right? Regardless, you have chosen to try to be one of the best athletes in the world and represent your country. That comes with a set of guidelines and rules that you must follow to make it fair like everyone else in the world. And you decided to smoke weed and got caught or ate an edible or whatever the fuck you did. And now, and she's not complaining. Like, in a Sha'Carri, she's just like, I'm human, and she's taking the hit. Cool. It's like the fans. It's like the fans and the people out there that are like, people like me that are, cannabis connoisseurs and people that support cannabis are like, oh, it shouldn't be. Yes, you're right, it shouldn't be. But let's not get it twisted. She's 21 years old. She's an adult. She is an Olympic fucking runner. She is one of the best athletes in the world, going to compete against the rest of the best athletes in the world. You're trying to tell me that she can't follow directions like don't use these banned substances for a period of time while you're going to do this? Well, then that means you don't deserve to be at that level of competition with those people. Okay? If you can't go by the rules and compete, then you shouldn't be there. Right? You could be the best in the world. You could be the fastest motherfucker on the planet. If you break the fucking rules and get caught, that's it. I've said a million times, I don't believe any drug should be illegal. I don't believe any fucking drug should be illegal. I believe every drug should be a personal choice to that person. And there should be testing on certain things that we know, that if you're in a competition that we know, actually does help competition, not these random things. But it should be a personal decision. But at the same time, if I enter a, natural bodybuilding competition and I'm on drugs and I get caught, that's my fault. It's not because, they shouldn't be testing. It's against your privacy. Well, you got busted for clenbuterol, and that really doesn't do that much. It's on the fucking list. If you can't play by the rules, don't play the sport. So I think that, she's taking responsibility for it. I think that's awesome. I think that, of course, everybody around her gets all riled up and like, oh, there's a foot. No, listen. All you motherfuckers around her that are helping her and part of her teams and shit, you all knew the fucking deal. Right? You all knew exactly what the fuck was going on. So therefore, the athlete themselves, sometimes, their mentality, it can break down. You know what I mean? These are serious fucking things that she's going through. Like, to be the best athlete, she's making serious sacrifices, a lot of pain. There's a lot that comes with that. They could easily stray. So that means that there should have been someone paying attention to her all the time, where they would have been like, look, make sure you don't do this, don't do this. And if you knew, I highly doubt this is like the first time she ever smoked weed, right? Let's be real. You're getting ready for the Olympics. You're like, you know what I'll try for the first time? Weed. I highly doubt that. So I guarantee you she has a history of smoking weed or eating edibles or whatever the fuck she does. And I guarantee you everybody around her fucking knew it, and some of them probably partake with her in it. So they should have fucking been on point and doing their fucking job that they get paid to do, which is make sure that nothing fucking goes wrong so she can make it to the Olympics, win that fucking gold medal, and be the best in the fucking world. That's it. Collectively, the runner, the team, the doctors, the coaches, they have one fucking goal, and that goal is a job to get done to be the best, to make that athlete excel on that day, at that point in time, to be the best. That is it. You fucking have nothing else. It's not about making the person happy. It's not about making sure they like the clothes that they're wearing or the fucking hair. Doesn't fucking matter. Perform, win that medal, then you can smoke all the weed you want later on. You can smoke yourself like fucking Cheech and Chong so you fucking completely don't even know who you are anymore, that you even won the fucking medal. We don't give a fuck. But just go do that now, and for this short period of time, don't be an asshole. Okay? Be fucking smart. Don't be an asshole. So I think that, again, these are the two that have popped up so far, and I think that just from the American trials, and of course, I'm interested to see if other countries, shit like this happens. We've only had 2 so far out of all the trials that went on and the people that were qualifying, which I think is pretty cool. But, in general, I think that, overall, I say it over and over again, these athletes, when they blame the testing procedures, when they blame the IOC, they blame fucking everybody except themselves when it was their responsibility to not do the dumb shit that they do. It's a little bit of an entitled attitude. I'm the best, I should get away with it. No, how about I'm the best? I have millions of people watching me. I have little kids that look up to me as their mentor, as their idol. I need to do the right fucking thing and not do drugs or take performance enhancers or do whatever the fuck can bring me shame in the media, because I need to do my best and fucking win. Or at least try to win. Just do my best. But I am there and eyes are on me, and I am representing the fucking country, and I am up there motivating and inspiring people. I need to keep my shit together. Once this is over, I can fucking drink myself into oblivion. I can smoke weed, do cocaine. I can fucking do whatever the fuck I want. But for now, this is what I chose to do, and I need to do it to the best of my ability. And until that attitude starts coming around, and I'm not saying it's not there in the Olympics. I'm not saying that whatsoever. But I'm saying we get these athletes that just kind of fuck around and their entire teams implode because they're not fucking working together. They're not looking after the athlete's best interest. They're just trying to do their individual things. And realistically, that team effort, this should have never happened. Bottom line. So be aware, guys. I'm sure that we'll see more shit. And Sharkari Richardson, I think it's cool that you stepped up and took responsibility. I think that's pretty awesome. And I don't think you did anything wrong, to be totally honest with you. If you weren't an Olympic runner, but you were going to the Olympics, you knew what was going on, you took responsibility. I'm not mad at that. I can't be a dick about it. I can't give you shit about it. It is what it is, and I wish you the best of luck with whatever it is you do next. Because they said you might actually be going into another competition, like another, it's not a class, what is it called? Another division, another class, so she might be going to something else and not be doing the 100-meter, which, if you do that, best of luck. BicepsTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. BicepsTraining.com is a blog. It's the best of luck bicep, and we are